welcome you to the Troop 275 Equal Court of Honor for Erik and Edgar Garcia. If you have cell phones, please turn them off or set them to vibrate at this time. Will everyone please stand for the presentation of the colors? Color guard, attention! Forward, march! Got hand salute. Color guard, halt. Please post the colors. Everybody please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. About. Face. Color guard, reassemble. Color guard, forward march. Halt. About. Face. Dismissed. Everyone please remain standing while Father Francisco Cuevas delivers the invocation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Primero que todo, antes de la oración, yo creo que siendo esto una ceremonia para Edgar y Erik, debemos mencionar a sus padres, Amalia y Pedro, que como muchos de ustedes que son padres de estos niños, no desaprovechan la menor oportunidad para darle lo mejor que ustedes pueden darles. Y esto es grande ya. Esto da frutos, como los ven aquí ustedes. Y deben estar orgullosos ustedes, Amalia y Pedro, ustedes, sus hermanos, Stephanie y todos los demás padres de estos niños. Y me siento muy honrado en estar aquí porque el scout, dice el general Baden-Powell, en sus 10 puntos del reglamento, es el que ama a Dios y vive plenamente su fe. Eso me encanta. El scout es leal y digno de toda confianza. El scout es generoso, cortés y solidario, que es lo que se necesita hoy en la juventud. Una tendencia grandemente egocéntrica. El joven pierde a veces esta visión del mundo, que es ser generoso hasta el sacrificio por los demás, cortés y solidario. Almighty and ever-living God, as we are gathered here to celebrate the years of service of Erik Garcia and Edgar Garcia in the Boy Scouts organization, we are thankful for your goodness and blessings you have poured upon them day by day, month by month, year by year, until these moments when they have reached the ego mark, a level of faithfulness and hard work, a mark of character, persistence, and cheerfulness, but overall, a high symbol of loyalty, courage, solidarity, and service. Lord, help them to treasure into their hearts all these characteristics that they have achieved throughout these years and are the core teaching in this organization. Lord, help them that by their example may they teach others that life expressed in all levels is the most sacred gift we have from God that shall be defended and respected. May they influence others that human life has a special purpose that without discipline, character, courage, sacrifice will not be possible to reach it. Bless their parents, Pedro y Amalia, who supported and encouraged them. Bless their fellow scouts, whose fellowship they enjoyed along the days, along the way. Finally, bless the scout leaders who have given so much of themselves in time and energy to develop young men like Erik and Edgar. We ask this in Jesus' name. Say amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Father. Everyone, please be seated. I would like to introduce Mr. John East, Chartered Organization Representative of American Legion Post 1170, and our Master of Ceremonies, to introduce our guests and open this National Eagle Court of Honor.
Good evening, honored guests, ladies, gentlemen, scouts, and scouters. I would like to introduce our honored guests and ask them to stand. Please hold your applause until they are all standing. Will Bruce Barclay of the Lake County Detachment 801 Marine Corps lead please stand? Anyone else? All right, thank you for coming out. Thank you. I now declare this Court of Honor in session. Today we have the honor and pleasure of recognizing not one but two candidates for the award of Eagle rank. This is an important and serious matter. In full awareness of the challenge of these times, the parents and leaders of these candidates have labored long and faithfully to develop them to be alert and to participate in citizenship through the scouting program. Their efforts accumulate tonight in the presentation of the Eagle Scout badge. The success of these efforts will become evident in the way these Eagle Scouts will set their social pattern for all the lives they may touch. Webster's Dictionary describes the eagle as a large bird of prey with sharp vision and powerful wings, famous for their strength, size, grace, and keen vision. It is the national emblem for the United States, the bald eagle. Though the eagle is found throughout the world, he is never found in abundance. He is always rare, and he always a superb specimen. In scouting, the eagle stands for strength and character. The eagle stands for the knowledge of all phases of scouting. The eagle represents an understanding and deep respect of community and nation. The eagle is a symbol of what a young man has done as well as what a young man will do and will be when he grows to manhood. The eagle is a leader. The eagle is respected both by his peers and by his adult leaders. When a boy becomes a Boy Scout, there should be instilled with him which we call the spirit of scouting. This candle symbolizes the spirit. Because the spirit of scouting embodies the fine principles of the Scout Oath and Law, it becomes a shining beacon of inspiration. Alone, this light may be feeble, but when multiplied by the millions in scouting, it can become very powerful indeed. The basic ideas of scouting, to which each boy subscribes when he becomes a Boy Scout, are included in the 3 points of the Scout Oath. When he promises on his honor to do his best to do his duty. First, to God and his country. Second, to help other people at all times. And third, to keep himself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. You see how the light from the spirit of scouting grows and becomes stronger. After a boy has entered into scouting, the Scout law that he has promised to obey is put into effect as occasions may demand. And so, one by one, the symbols that stand for the parts of the Scout law are lighted. There are 12 points, all important and all meaningful. Each is an important cornerstone in the building of a strong character. A Scout is trustworthy. Loyal. Helpful. Friendly. Courteous. Kind. Obedient. Cheerful. Thrifty. Brave. Clean. And reverent. At this time, we wish to present Brother Eagle candidates Edgar Garcia and Erik Garcia to be taken to the foot of the Eagle ladder by their honor guard escorts. Scoutmaster Meyer. Have Eagle candidates Edgar Garcia and Erik Garcia conducted themselves in a manner that exemplifies real scouting?
Yes, they have.
Has there been a careful review of the qualifications of these candidates?
Yes, there has.
Thank you. Do you remember when you took your first step upon the trail to become an Eagle? You earned Scout by understanding the promising to live by the Scout Oath and Law. You earned the Scout motto, slogan, salute, and the hand clasp, and understood the significance of the Scout badge. You took part in personal growth agreement conferences with your Scoutmaster. All the while you were on the trail, we watched you study, and we saw you learn by doing. Do you remember when you were the new scout and the thought of becoming an eagle seemed so far away? It even seemed off or an impossible goal to achieve. Reflect upon your first few campouts and the challenges you overcame. Next on the trail was Tenderfoot. This award recognizes the scouts' first experiences in learning while camping in the outdoors. You were introduced to the patrol method of the Boy Scouts. Once you were inspired by the spirit of scouting, you did not stay tenderfoot for long. The Trailblazer program at Makajuan taught you the skills and techniques such as swimming, cooking, nature, and first aid. You participated in service projects and learned to work with the members of your patrol to be prepared. To achieve this rank, you had to demonstrate the competence in orienteering, hiking, knots, lashings, and more advanced first aid. You earned the robotics and law merit badges in attendance, and you also attended the NYLT training. You began to study more, you worked harder, and almost before you knew it, you topped the first summit on the Trail to Eagle when you received the first class scout badge. Here, you were tempted to remain, but your ambition stirred you on. The trail was steeper and less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be heading in your direction. To become a Star Scout, a boy must earn a total of 6 merit badges, 4 of which must be from the required Eagle list. You provided leadership to the troop. Edgar as the senior patrol leader, and Erik as the quartermaster. While the Life Scout is a much coveted position and deserves much credit, the Eagle Trail does not stop there. It still leads onto the summit. Its pathway narrows and steepens considerably as it winds its way along the narrow ledge. It becomes a tougher and more trying. Many things have to be done in order to conquer these last few miles. Additional merit badges were earned. Your leadership and service to others are tested. Only those with the greatest amount of persistence and courage will continue. You have shown the world that scouting is in your heart. You have mastered the knowledge of subjects that will benefit not only yourself but also your country and your fellow man. The Eagle Award the escorts. The Eagle Award is a culmination of the efforts of Edgar and Erik and their leaders. A scout must earn 21 merit badges in various crafts and skills. 11 of these badges are required by the Boy Scouts of America. You scouts who sit there in Troop 275 are a part of the Eagle Award that Edgar and Erik are about to receive. As they have helped you learn scouting skills, they were exhibiting troop leadership that is necessary to develop. Hopefully some of you will follow their example and complete your Eagle. Each Eagle candidate must plan and supervise an Eagle service project. These service projects demonstrates a scout's capacity and willingness to exert his leadership ability in activities that are constructive and worthwhile in the community. Their project was the refurbishment of the American Legion Post 1170 Banquet Hall. They passed a district level board review, and tonight you will witness the presentation of their well-earned award. Edgar and Erik, you will now rededicate yourself for repeating the Scout Oath. Repeat it slowly. Look back at the experiences you have encountered in striving to reach this high achievement. These experiences should not be forgotten. Resolve to maintain the determination that has brought you this far. Please step forward.
On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty, to guide my country and obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong and to the lake and morally straight.
The law of the eagle is the Scout law. You know the Scout law well. Take heed of the advice and wisdom. Edgar and Erik, raise your right hand in the Scout sign and repeat the Scout law.
The law. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
I call upon Eagle Scout Carlos Bermudez to deliver the Eagle Charge.
Scouts of all nations make up one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history. You have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America as being worthy of this honor. All who know you rejoice in your achievements. This award, as you will know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are now a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, and to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother Scouts. America has many good things to give you and your children after you, but these good things depend on the most part of the quality of her citizens. Our country has had a great past. You can help make the future even greater. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Live out every task you do and every office you hold at the highest level of service to God and to your fellow. One more thing is important. Your future. As an Eagle, you become a guide to other Scouts. You become an example in your community. Remember, your actions are then a little more conspicuous, and people will expect more of you. To falter in your duties would not only reflect upon you, but on your fellow Eagles. The torch you carry is not only yours, but ours. So live and serve, that those who know you will be inspired to better live. We have too many who use their strength and their talents to exploit others and for selfish ends. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and abilities to the common good. Build America on the solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. Whatever others may say or do, you will leave behind you a record of which every Scout may be proud. You are deserving of much credit to having achieved Scouting's highest award. However, wear your award with humility, ever mindful that an Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. I will now call upon Mr. Miner, Scoutmaster of Troop 275, to help convey the responsibilities of the Eagle rank to our new candidates.
The Eagle Scout candidates will now take the Eagle Scout promise. As the candidate takes this pledge for the first time, will those Eagle Scouts who are present in the audience please stand and reaffirm their pledge. Say your name, proclaim the year you became an Eagle, and renew your Eagle Scout promise as Edgar and Erik join our brotherhood. Will all Eagle Scouts in the audience please stand?
Mr. John East, 1990.
Carlos Ramirez, 2014.
George Miner, 1987. Will each of you please get a Scout sign and repeat after me in unison? Please raise your right hands. On my honor,
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best to do my duty to God,
country.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I will do my best
I will do my best
to do my duty
to do my duty
to my country.
to my country.
I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations
the obligations
and responsibilities
and responsibilities
of the rank of Eagle Scout.
of the rank of Eagle Scout.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I will do my best
I will do my best
to make my training an example
to make my training an example
and make my rank
and my rank
and influence
and influence
strongly count.
strongly count.
For better scouting
For
Better scouting,
and for better citizenship
For
better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contact with other people,
and in my contact with other people,
regardless of race,
regardless of race,
color,
color,
or creed.
or creed.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
The Eagle Scouts from the audience may now be seated. I charge you both to enter this Eagle Scout Brotherhood, holding ever before you, without reservation, the ideals of honor and service. Though the words you used just now are similar to those by which you first joined scouting, today they mean more than ever could have meant at that time, or at any time in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, using the same words that are found at the end of the Declaration of Independence, you sealed your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout. By the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you both as Eagle Scouts. May the oath you have taken remain true in your hearts. Would the parents of Edgar and Erik Garcia please rise and stand beside their sons? The symbol of your success is the Eagle Badge, which we now present to your mother. Your mother will in turn pin the badge over your hearts. In recognition of fatherly advice and guidance along the trail to Eagle, I ask your father to present you the Boy Scouts American National Eagle Scout Certificate. In honor of this memorable occasion, of which only 2 scouts out of 100 will attain, 275, would like to present you the official Eagle Scout, Eagle neckerchief and slide. Eagle Scout Edgar Garcia and Eagle Scout Erik Garcia, in recognition of the wisdom and guidance given to you by your father, will you present to him the Eagle Father's pin, which he will be proud to wear in your honor.